Here's the finished switch. It has a real on and off state, a smooth thumb movement, and a clear label beside it. Now watch what happens when I use the keyboard. The blue ring appears around the visible track, not around a tiny hidden input. When I click with the mouse, that ring stays out of the way. We're getting all of that from semantic markup and CSS with no JavaScript. Let's build it from the native control outward. Alright, I'm typing the markup now. The important decision is that this is a native checkbox inside a label, not a clickable generic container. That gives us focus handling and spacebar toggling for free. I'm also giving it the switch role so assistive technology can present this binary choice as on or off. The input is followed by a track, the visible label, and a small visual state word. Notice that I'm not removing the checkbox with display none. We'll visually clip it in CSS so it stays reachable by keyboards and screen readers. Next, let's turn these simple elements into the switch you saw. Now I'm styling the card and the label as one generous click target. The checkbox becomes visually tiny, but it remains in the tab order. The track is its visible sibling, and its after pseudo element becomes the thumb. When the checkbox is checked, I change the track to teal and slide the thumb across with a short transition. Here's the trick. I'm targeting the checked input's sibling instead of inventing state with JavaScript. For keyboard users, focus visible adds a dark blue outline and enough space around it to read clearly against this light card. I've also respected reduced motion so the animation can stop when someone asks for that preference. Let me test this the way a user would. First, I click the switch. It turns on smoothly and there's no keyboard focus ring added after that pointer action. Now I tab over to it. There's the blue outline around the track, exactly where a sighted keyboard user needs it. I press the spacebar and the native checkbox changes state again. Because the label is connected to that real checkbox and it carries the switch role, a screen reader can announce the control name and its on or off state. That's the balance we want. Custom visuals, native behavior, and a focus cue that appears at the right moment. Thanks so much for watching. You just built a polished toggle switch that keeps native checkbox behavior, responds to the spacebar, and gives keyboard users a clear focus ring without adding one after every mouse click. If this helped, please like, subscribe, and drop your questions in the comments. And if you want to keep learning modern CSS, my free Modern CSS book, along with the code pen from this video, is linked in the description below.